It's finally here, Super Smash Bros. Disney, a concept of mine that I've had in my head for a pretty long time. Being a massive Disney fan and avid Smash Bros. Player, top 100 in Michigan, by the way, I thought this would be a no-brainer. With the power of imagination, me and my roommate Gabe came up with a Disney Smash roster that makes way too much sense to be real. We will be going by game, starting with Smash 64 and working our way to Ultimate. I'm treating this as if Sakurai never made a Smash game for Nintendo. Instead, this was made for Disney. If I was in charge of Disney, what characters would I put in? We will be finding that out over several weeks. It's going to be I am so excited to continue the series, and it seems like you guys really liked the trailer, and it keeps just racking up views. So I'm sorry for it being late. I promise it'll be on time, hopefully, in the future. And that's all I got for you guys today. If you're excited for the next one, please like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to the biggest channel with 16 subscribers. Alright, I will see you guys next time. And Dr. Mario Down Air. So the first three of these are just one-to-one. No changes at all. But Dr. Mario's Down Air is a little tweaked. Instead of having him just hold his arms up to stomp at his opponents, he will pull up his pants and extend his legs for the stomp. Adds a little bit more cartoony feel to it. Now, let's actually move on to the original stuff. Mickey's up tilt is called Spoon Wave. It's a two-hit attack where he, waves spoons in the air, going along with the music coming out of a goat. Animation is pretty strange, especially back then. This is a reference to the old classic cartoon Steamboat Willie, one of the OG Mickey cartoons. And it's basically the mascot for Disney Animation. Surprisingly, Steamboat Willie is the main reference for this character, and you will see that in the future. Mickey's down tilt is his classic Mickey stomp with the whole whistle and foot tap. I want this to be used as a combo starter. Next up, Smash Attacks. Up Smash is called Hole in One, based off of the K9 Caddy cartoon, where Pluto is the caddy for Mickey and gets into some trouble with a gopher. Mickey uses the golf club to swing it upwards. Just think of this as Peach's forward smash in Smash Brothers, but it just hits upwards instead of forwards. Speaking of forward smash for Mickey is a big punch. This resembles just cartoons in general. His hand gets really big. And then down smash is called Tap Dance. Mickey would dance about on the stage, dealing massive damage. Mickey tap dances in a lot of the cartoons. I thought this would be a unique reference. Also, let's slide in Dash Attack in here. This move would be called Slip and Trip, which is also based on Steamboat Willie. Think of it as SpongeBob's Strong at Dash and Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl. Yes, we are taking stuff from that game as well. Next up, the grabs. For forward throw, Mickey swings his opponent in the air and throws them forward. For up throw, he uses his tail like a spring and blasts them upwards. And to end off all the throws, back throw shows Mickey looking behind him with a fiendish look and throws him diagonally backwards. Surprisingly, all these throws are a reference to Steamboat Willie cartoon. I personally was pretty surprised about that. Let me know in the comments if you're pretty surprised of all the Steamboat Willie references. And while you're down there, subscribe and ring the bell. Next up are the aerials. Forward air is called En Garde, where Mickey pokes the opponent with the needle forward. I know, weird name, but the name will make more sense once we get into Brawl, Smash 4, and Ultimate, because the needle will only appear in 64 and Melee. The needle represents fun and fancy-free, an old short film with cartoons of Mickey, Donald, and Goofy in the classic Jack and the Beanstalk story. They find a giant needle in the giant's room. In the later games, this will be changed to a sword, which represents the classic Mickey and the Three Musketeers movie from the 2000s. Up air is called Louder. Mickey brings up the maestro just like he does in the band concert. And then we'll move on to back air. Back air is called Leaf Brush, which is another reference to fun and fancy-free. In one scene, Mickey and Goofy are running away from large animals as they quickly use leaves to paddle away. This would be a two-hit move. However, we move on to Smash 4. 2010, a popular game called Epic Mickey came out and gave him his iconic paintbrush. I decided to give this move the same effect, but with a paintbrush instead of a leaf. Next are the specials. These add a ton of moveset creativity and uniqueness for each character. Mickey's neutral special is called Whistle. It acts like Mario's Fireball. They do more damage in the air, however. His whistle will get more aggressive since he doesn't have a good stance on the ground. Side special is called Pluto. He throws a tree in the air and Pluto goes and fetches it. This is good for knockback as we're treating this as a kill move. Up special is called Tail Spring. Uses this a lot in iconic classic cartoons, and I really wanted to reference the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse TV show. I think this completes both challenges. Now there's down special, Mop in Buckets. The mops appear behind Mickey and splash water on both sides of him. This acts like Mario's Flood, but it goes from both sides of him with less reach and pushback. This is a reference to Fantasia. And finally, the final smash, one of the most iconic parts of each character's moveset. He dons his iconic sorcerer's outfit with hat and all, and a flood of water crashes across the screen, dealing massive amounts of damage and knockback. I am just calling this Sorcerer's Mickey. This is the end of his moveset. Now we can move on to aesthetics. Costumes are next, and probably my favorite things for every character. We first have the classic Mickey look that we see today. Next, we have blue Mickey pants representing Donald Duck. Green is a reference to band concert Mickey. I kind of flipped the colors around because the base color is actually red instead of green. But I decided to make the white buttons on his pants red. His pants are just green, and we keep the classic yellow shoes. And then we have a dark red Mickey representing fun and fancy free. The buttons are tan and the shoes are brown. The tan buttons represent the hat he wears. Then we have monochrome Mickey representing the classic black and white look. First up, the suit Mickey, a classic Disney Parks look. His alternate would be a black and white suit, representing Mickey from the House of Mouse. Then we have a very old Mickey, the classic solid black eyes look. This will also have a recolor in Ultimate. In Smash Ultimate, to represent all of Disney, the monochrome will be replaced with a Steamboat Willie Mickey. I think this is a good replacement since it adds more to the character than taking away things. Next up are taunts. Up taunt is Mickey waving at the blast zone saying, "See you real soon." This is a reference to the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. He waves goodbye at the end of each show. His side taunt is Mickey conducting, which could act as two references. One could be the band concert, and the other one could be based off of PhilharMagic, a classic Disney show from the Magic Kingdom. In the background, you can faintly hear the classic MICKEYMOUSE song. And finally is down taunt, a classic Mickey laugh, and this will act as his taunt through 64 all the way to Ultimate. And that is it for episode 1 of Super Smash Bros. Disney. I am so excited to continue the series, and it seems like you guys really like the trailer, and it keeps just racking up views. So I'm sorry for it being late. I promise it'll be on time, hopefully, in the future. And that's all I got for you guys today. If you're excited for the next one, please like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to the biggest channel with 16 subscribers. All right, I will see you guys next time.